What, hey.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Steve.
That's your boy AB.
Man, we back again, bro. Another
Hey,
day, another dollar.
hey, look, I'm trying to kick a 90s style, baby. I'm trying to kick it like my what's that? Damon Dash? No, yeah, Damon Dash. Look at these boys, man. Look at these boys back in the day. Look at these guys back in the day, man.
Man, look at the '90s style, bro, and compare it to current time. So different.
Yo, even Damon Dash had hair, bro. He had
Yo, he
hair.
did.
I just
Yo, he was a little chunky too. Like, yo, look at the cheeks and
funky.
everything.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man, that is that like a vest sweatshirt for my man's over here? That's like a vest
Yeah,
material.
that's a vest right there. But I actually like Damon's fit though. That's actually kind of fly. I could rock
Yeah,
that right now.
yeah. Hey, this website is live, baby. So this not dead.
Yo, I thought FUBU was dead, bro. I honestly thought it was FUBU was dead until I was doing some research. I'm like, oh, FUBU's still alive?
Fubu's still kicking.
That's
Anyways,
crazy.
let's introduce tonight's topic. Guys, we're doing a chill stream.
Yeah.
We got someone watching. Welcome to the stream, guys.
Yeah,
Um,
guys. Welcome to the stream. And for anybody that's rewatching this, welcome everybody, man. We appreciate you guys joining. Much love to y'all, man. We're doing this for you guys. So yeah, man, much appreciate you guys coming in and watching us.
Yeah, tonight we're not breaking down like necessarily one company's financials. Okay. This is Fashion Week, and I did my best trying to kick it retro a little bit with my you know what I mean, with my stripe situation. We got my like trucker hat situation going on. So we're gonna look into some of these, one time they were the hot fashion brands.
For
So, the
sure.
stream says, what happened to these brands?
Mm,
You know what I mean? What happened to them? Are they still kicking it? It's not, you never really know why a brand goes down. It's kind of hard to pinpoint,
right.
you know what I mean? The taste of situations change. Most, I mean, you could just say they never adapted, right? I mean, that's the easy explanation. They didn't adapt to the fashion that was taking place at the time. But it could also mean debt, right?
Mm,
They
yep.
borrowed too much debt. They had too much inventory. It could have been a financial misstep that caused them, to go down.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah, failure is not overnight, guys. It's a long cycle, but eventually it manifests itself, and then a lot of things at once happen, and failure occurs. But the failure happens way before trends, like he said, competition, debt, different factors play into it.
it's like anything else. It's like, why did Rockefeller fall down?
Mm,
I mean, they had their clothing brand, they had the record company, they were hot at one point, and then now where is it at? We don't know because what is it? Jay-Z abandoned our homeboy Damon Dash. He sold to the big companies. The whole thing fell apart. Things could happen that it could be even personal too. Maybe the CEO got over his head too much. Could be many, many things why a company fails.
these were the glory days, though, for black brands. You had FUBU, you had Sean John, Rockefeller, um, a whole bunch of brands out there at the same time, driven by hip hop. And
Yeah.
it was a beautiful time.
I mean, I have to say I was a little too young for like the late '90s, early. I can't speak on that too much.
You didn't rock no FUBUs, bro?
Man, shit, we was in
What?
Africa, baby. I ain't had no FUBU money.
No, FUBU was still live, though, a little bit. Maybe not too live, but in early 2000, it was still live, bro.
I don't know, man. I was rocking Payless, dog.
Dang, homie.
we was
Dang, homie.
we was going to JC Penney, baby. I ain't had money until later on, but of course we all knew. Um, all right, you wanna let's see how did these guys get started? I mean, it's kind of an interesting story how these kids from Queens, New York,
Mm.
started a global brand. You know what I mean? And be able to go all the way to like Macy's, the biggest retailer at the time. It's kind of an amazing story when you
It
when you
is an
think about the
incredible,
story.
incredible story. A lot of odds against them. Bootstrap started by themselves, no funding and all that, and to be where they were at. Incredible story.
So it looks like it got started back in 92 with four friends from Hollands, Queens, New York. What was it? They had to the moms has to put the house up for them to fill some orders, their initial purchase orders.
Man, she is day one, man. Like who you think? Let me ask you this: You would you do that for your kid? Put your house up to fuel your kid's dream? That's huge.
Wait. But I think there was some purchase orders, and they had to go make the clothes. It wasn't like, yo, let
It
me
wasn't
give you
like a
100.
blind
Yeah,
like
like they secured the purchase order first at some conference or something like that. I don't know, but to start like, yo, 100 grand in 1992 is a lot of money.
that's a lot of dough. I mean, let me
I
see how
mean,
much.
what is that worth today's dollars,
Let's
man?
see. Let's see
That's
how much would that
moms
be.
put up that money big time, bro.
We're talking about what, 1990,
92, yeah. Tell us
92.
what that is in today's
How
dollars.
much is 100,000 in 1992 worth today? And guys, the reason, in case you guys don't know, obviously because of inflation, the
Yep.
purchasing power of money back in the days, 100K, you could buy much more. Nowadays, you can't buy much. So we're assuming because money was worth a lot more back then, you always assume, okay, what it would be worth today would actually be much higher. Um, so let's see, 100,000.
What do we got? What was 100K worth today?
So 100,000 in 1992 would be about $230,000 today.
$230,000. And the moms put up the house,
Roughly.
or she borrowed against the house or the equity of the house, whatever happened to beat, yeah.
Yo,
And he
big
was
shout out
what?
to
He was
moms,
super
man.
young. He was like in his early 20s or something.
Yeah,
Unproven
yeah.
talent. I mean, moms put a bet on the son, man. Damon Dash. I mean, Damon John. I keep saying Damon Dash. I don't know why. Damon John. Look at this. It says
Damon Dad.
Damon started turning $40 budget into a $6 billion. The company at one point were worth $6 billion at the peak
Yeah, they
of
were
their
worth
brand. Yeah,
Yeah, they were worth 6 billion. I think they had about $350 million sales around that time as well, worldwide.
yeah. At the peak, I think they did 350 in revenue.
Yep.
Um, I mean, obviously, I don't see people wearing this today. I don't see people talking about FUBU. Let's see. So it says
No, it's
FUBU did not completely stop making clothes, but they mostly withdrew from the U.S. market in 2003. They shifted their
right.
focus to international markets such as Europe and Asia. One of the main reasons for this draw was FUBU had oversaturated the U.S. market with too much inventory, which negatively impacted their brand image and profitability. Right. So this is what we were talking about earlier. Like your inventory management matters also.
Oh, 100%. And what's interesting is prior to this situation, they had inventory shortage. They couldn't meet enough demand. That was their
Mm.
initial problem. And I think to compensate for that, they end up ordering too much inventory. And as a result of that, they had too much inventory on hand and they were selling it everywhere. wholesale store, this place, that place. And what happened is, when you don't have exclusivity, people think, oh man, I see this brand in Marshalls, I see it over there, I see it over here. Suddenly you're like, hold up, man, this ain't even highly sought after. Like, if you saw Louis V being sold at
Yeah,
Ross, you see it at
yeah,
Marshalls, you're
yeah,
like, hold up, suddenly you're like, all right, this is not as
yep.
exclusive as I thought. Like, I don't, and that was a big issue for them.
And we were covering Nike yesterday. They still
Yep.
struggle with inventory levels, right? You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
they made too much and they had to do a big sell off to the wholesalers. So this is inventory demand planning is still for a company like Nike. You would think they would have it pat down by now. They still haven't figured it out all the way. So
Yeah.
fashion is very finicky. You could be hot one season, next season you're not hot no more.
Yeah. It is very hard to predict demand, guys. It is super hard. Like last year's demand is not this year's demand.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So they
And then,
completely pulled back from the market 2003.
yeah, I think they didn't want to go fully bankrupt. So that's why I think they kind of pull back and recentered. And that's one of the reasons that they're still in existence right now. Instead of going bankrupt, they pulled operations. They said, all right, we need to refocus. And I think where you were just at before, they recently actually had I think a fashion show or something like that in 2025. So they're still somewhat relevant on a smaller scale.
But I'm not seeing like a lot of stuff. Well, let me see. Um, it's just 13 products.
Very limited selection. Wow, look at that.
I mean, I would say, effectively, this brand is nobody's really pushing it. Nobody's really pushing. Like, if you're a fashion brand, you only have 13 SKUs. I don't know. Like the kid down the street from me that's designing his own new brand. He got more SKUs than from FUBU.
Do you think it's the same thing for women? That is very low. I mean, 13 SKUs is typically for like if AB and I just right now wanted to start a brand, you would have 13 SKUs. It's not often you see a big company having 13 SKUs. That's
Bro, I've never
so
seen I've
small.
never seen a website that didn't have page two.
No, that is true. I Do you think the woman has the same amount of SKUs?
Let me
That would
see.
be
Let's go.
crazy.
Let's go see. First of all, this is just yellow. Like I don't see any FUBU branding on it, unless no,
Oh
they're
my
worse.
God. Wow. Wow. Man. Let me see. I want to look up how many SKUs they had at one point. Let me see.
I mean, they were in 3,500 stores at the peak.
How many SKUs did FUBU have in early 2000?
Look at that though. He applied for 27 loans, denied.
Man. Bro, the tenacity it takes to keep going after getting declined that many times.
Look at that. And then he convinced his mother to take out a second mortgage on her house, moved in, and transformed every floor into a makeshift FUBU factory.
Mm.
Every room was dedicated to a different part of the creation process. And by 92, the team was producing and selling over $300 million of clothing a year.
Yo, his mom is an OG, I swear. Um, that's incredible.
I mean, let's kind of recall. This is where that got him blued up.
is stylish. Any other line but the Gap is childish. Everybody working as your personal stylist. You're falling once you hear the Gap calling. You can't resist the shopping, big balling, not stopping. Yes, y'allin'. Jeans popping in every mall in town and city. GAP gritty, ready to go for us, by us on the low. G, that's for getting the A for.
There you go. Like, did you catch it? For us, by
For
us.
us,
He
by us,
just
of
snuck it
course.
in there. They didn't know. They didn't had no idea. Gab had no idea that that's what happened.
No clue.
And then he had the FUBU hat on. So this was what really blew him at the time. Blew him up.
They did. And Gap spent $30 million on this commercial to push it.
Really?
And yeah, and nobody knew for about a month what for us by us mean. That's FUBU, in case you guys don't know. FUBU stands for us by us. Then a month later, they finally understood. They're like, hold up, hold up, hold up. This guy is advertising another brand on our watch, because the shirt and the jeans that he's wearing in that commercial is a Gap product, but then the hat he's wearing is a FUBU product. And then they took it down. But that's that guerrilla marketing that, FUBU
Man, yeah,
has in the
sneaking that
day.
stuff in. But look, though, I mean, Damon John went on to have a successful career after FUBU, though,
Yeah,
right?
he
The
did.
founder. He went on to be on the show Shark Tank. I think he's still on Shark Tank. One of
Yep.
the founders of the show Shark Tank, and his worth is now $350 million.
His net worth?
Yeah, that's what it said.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he's done some really good investments. All of that came from investments, not really football, I would think.
Um,
I
Damon.
mean, that's what
Oh,
it says here.
Damon John. I keep putting Damon John dash too. That's funny.
What's up, everybody? Drop
Uh,
a chat. Say hello to the chat. Tell us who's in the chat. Let me know. Let us know what brands y'all want us to cover. We're just doing a chill stream, guys. We're just sort of finding out with you guys what happened to these big brands. We just did Fubu right now. Pretty much. I mean, they have an active website, only 13 SKUs. It's effectively a dead brand. I
yeah.
think it's safe to say that it's a dead brand. I mean, I would imagine if I try to order this thing, it's probably going to take 17 weeks to get here.
I mean, apparently, I had read that it was more popular in Asia. But then looking at the website now, having only 13 selection for the men and 10 selections for the women, that's very low. Like, you usually see way more options for a big company. So I don't think they're doing that well.
I mean, they got all this like Fubu radio. There's all kinds of things they're doing, but I mean, look, they got Fubu frames. Like, oh my god, out of sight. Website doesn't even link to anything.
Oh man.
That's it, guys. I think the verdict on Fubu is this is a funeral. This is a what I mean. This is post op. What you call it? Post operation. When you try to analyze something after it's dead, you're doing
Yeah,
like a
post mortem.
yeah. This is a post mortem right here, baby. This is done. The
Yeah.
thing is, nobody bought them though. Like no private equity came try to buy the brand or anything like that. It seems like they just kind of kept it going in a way, but nothing came of it. So
Yeah, I mean, private equity, guys, in case you don't know too, these are money-backed companies, usually fueled by private investors and stuff that acquire companies, and typically they buy a failing company, and then they say, okay, this is not working, we'll do this and we'll do that, and then they make it like very successful. Like a good example, for example, right now is Red Lobster. Red Lobster was taken by private equity, and then now they're doing a resurgence. They're trying to figure out, all right, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get this company up to speed? But this didn't happen with FUBU, and I think one of
No.
the reasons is trends have shifted. Like that style of FUBU, you don't see people rocking clothes like that anymore. Even if you look at their current website now for FUBU, their style is much different than it was before. So I'm guessing,
They got nothing, bro. Look at this. They have no inventory. Men's jerseys, like they got
yeah,
nothing. I mean, even the damn tees, like you just got like two. Like, come on, where's
that's
all the design?
crazy. That's good. Look at the price. How much is that?
$9.99.
9.99. If you're selling at 9.99, they making it for like $2. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
imagine the shipping and all this stuff.
Yo, 9.90. You could buy a FUBU shirt, and it actually kind of looks nice though. I ain't gonna lie, that design looks nice.
Come
The
on,
white
bro.
one,
A $5
you don't like the
foot-long
white one?
Subway
I like the white
sandwich.
kind of low key.
I mean, it looks nice, but damn, bro. Like a freaking sandwich at Jimmy John's costs more than $9 these days. Like, this is sad, man. This is sad.
Yo,
For one,
a coffee and a
just
snack
remember,
at
dude,
Starbucks costs more than that.
bro. This company one point was worth $6 billion. Now they're selling
Generating
T-shirts for
350
nine.
million.
Huh?
Yeah, bro. No, I
Yeah,
said
the
generating
revenue.
$350 million in sales.
Yeah, revenue 350. All right, I think we're done with Fubu. Anybody? Hey, San, what's up, Bree? We got Bree and San in the chat. We got other
What's
viewers.
up, Bree? What's up,
Chime in,
Sam?
guys. Chime in. Do y'all want to know anything else about Fubu before we move on? This a chill stream, guys. We're just chilling, hanging out, trying to see what happened to these brands, as we promised. Yeah, San. Yeah, you just coming in. We were talking about Fubu. San, sorry to tell you, we got bad news. Fubu's dead, and it's not coming back. It's not coming back. They got a website up, but they only got 10 items on the. Yeah, no, it's dead. It's dead, San. So going back a little bit, San is asking what happened to them. She
Yeah.
So let's see what's the most he made with this company.
He made
Oh, that's a good
350 million.
question. Huh?
As far as like he made as in like sales of the company, or you mean like
Oh, profit. It's kind of hard to figure out how much money that Damon himself made. But let's see. Let's do a rough calculation. If a company's worth $6 billion, what's usually the calculation people use to get to that valuation number? Isn't it like something X profits?
yeah, you do a multiple. Yeah, you do a multiple, but the thing is with the clothing, because usually you could do a 10 multiple. So if we look at right now, what's the multiple for
Yeah,
clothing
let's
stores?
try to estimate. So at the peak, they were doing 350 profit as in its peak. Yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out, Bree, because so they did 350 in revenue at their highest, right? Let's just say 10% profit margin. That's 35 million in profits for that year.
Yeah.
So you said 20 times profit. Is it multiples on the profit or multiples on the revenue? Usually, Steve.
Multiples on the revenue.
Multiples on the revenue. Okay. So you said you're trying to run that number for us,
Yeah, I just want to see what is being used
like a rough
right
estimate,
now.
right? We're
I
not
mean,
gonna get it. We're not gonna get it like 100%, obviously.
so and guys, just to clarify, right? 35 million is roughly what the profit was, and then he wasn't the sole owner. He did have three other guys with him. I don't know what percentage stake that they had, but assuming he was the biggest shareholders, 35 mil. The other owners, if he held 50% stake in the company, he probably made about 15 to 17 million dollars on a good year uh, for himself.
Right.
But because right
Yeah,
now, the
he
thing that I'm
probably took
seeing,
home. I think. Let's say they had a good run from, let's say, 92 to 2002. Let's just say that, right? Um, if he took him about $5 million a year, like after taxes, after everything, he probably took him about 50 million from this company. Damon, is that safe to say? At
Yeah.
least, yeah.
Oh
So he
yeah, yeah,
probably
for
profited
sure.
about
And I
50 million. Yeah.
yeah, he probably did profit about that. And the thing is, the thing that makes it difficult, guys, to value it too is this is a private company, so the data is
Yep.
not disclosed. So you have to go by what like people said. Like they say they valued it at $6 billion at one point, but what they used, like right now, a multiple is used for apparel is like actually a three multiple, 2.2 to 2.95.
Three multiple. Okay.
Yeah, but then you gotta take consideration inventory and stuff like that. So it's hard to determine, but we know that he didn't make most of his money from FUBU.
No,
That's not. It doesn't appear to be.
no. He made most of his money past FUBU. Um, okay, guys. I think that's all we got for you guys. FUBU, basically the conclusion is that it's a dead brand. It's not coming back. It has good years. So we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. But as of right now, July 2025, they're not, they're effectively not in business.
I would echo that.
All right, guys. Is there any other brand you guys want to jump us? We want us to look over the next one. I mean, we do have ideas like we got Tommy Hilfiger. What else we got? We got Sean John.
Yeah,
We
Sean
got
John.
yeah, we got um Sperry's. We got um K Swiss. Some of these real old stuff. Okay, we got Levi's and Ralph Lauren.
No,
Let's
Levi's is still in business, guys.
let's see, how is Levi's doing these days? I didn't even think about Levi's, but we can find Levi's now. They still a good.
Yeah, they're still publicly traded company, and actually we could find more recent information with them because it's public.
mm,
Dang, you know that Levi's was founded in 1853?
1853. Is it
That's
European or American?
American.
Wow.
Dang, I didn't know it's been in business for that long. That's crazy.
2024 numbers. Let's see. Let's see what Levi's doing these days in numbers. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, net revenue of 6.4 billion.
Yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at.
Yo, wait. Yeah, that's not bad. Net income 500 million. Um Earnings per share $1.25. That's bad. That's worse than Nike.
Yeah,
I mean, they had a record gross margin though, Steve. Look at that. So they're doing well on
yeah,
their gross margin.
yeah, they're doing really well. I mean, for a
Um
sale that low too, to generate, you know, that much EPS, it's actually not bad.
so guys, Levi's is still alive, is still kicking. It ain't, it's not Lulu. Remember, guys, Lululemon is doing $10.5 billion in revenue and $2 billion in profit. So Levi's is what? It's bringing in a quarter of what Lululemon brought in profits.
Yeah, for
In
sure.
profits, and their EPS is super low at $1.25. We saw Lululemon at what, $14.
Yeah.
So still kicking. But hey, somebody made $500 million. And now who owns it? I don't. Is this publicly? I mean, yeah, it had to be publicly traded.
Yeah, it's a publicly traded company right now. The stock trades right now at $20.56. Um, and they even have dividends as well. Uh, but yeah, it's not dead, guys. Definitely not dead.
Um. Now Tommy, like, what else? Do we have anything else We got Levi's. We got Ralph Lauren. Oh, let's check Ralph Lauren. Let's see. Compare to
Yeah, Ralph
Ralph.
Lauren is still in business too.
I think you said they were doing some good numbers, huh?
Yeah, they actually their stock is up today. They trade at $295 right now.
Ooh, but it's very similar in revenue to Levi's. Um,
Yeah, we might have to do a deep dive because if you look at their stock over the past 5 years, this is the highest they've been.
who?
Ralph Lauren has gotten a 313% return over the past 5 years.
313%.
Yeah, over the past 5 years.
Whoa. What are we talking about here? Ralph Lauren. Let's see. First of all, let's check out their website real quick and see if they're they got better than 13 SKUs. Yeah. All right. They're still kicking it. They still got. It's a beautiful website, man. It's look like they're still out there. I mean, I see them on Macy's and stuff. Like Macy's is not a dead retailer, so they don't carry dead brands.
Who wears
Um,
Ralph Lauren nowadays though? I don't know anybody that wears Ralph Lauren, man.
OGs like to wear those lap rolls. I've seen them, and they're not cheap either. They still like are pricey. Um, let's see, guys. Favorite Steve-O's website. I got Yahoo Finance.
Yahoo Finance all day, baby.
Okay, let's see. We got prices going for $295. $295. They're expecting 1 year target of $315. So we're gonna go to their financials.
Earning per share $11. That's not bad.
Annually, what's
7 bill.
TTM mean?
I think it's total
Current? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it looks like that's like the current thing because it's like copied to this one. Okay.
trailing
last
12 months.
Huh? Trailing 12 months. Okay, gotcha. I mean, look, revenue's up the last 3 years. 6.4, 6.6, 7 billion.
And what's interesting about their close, look at that. It's 7 billions in revenue. Look at the cost of revenue. Their close actually is cheap to make, it looks like.
That's a
That
good.
is-
That's a good. Yeah, that's
yeah,
a
that's
good.
only 30% of their cost. That's incredible.
Pre-tax income, net income. I mean, they didn't make $1 billion. Like all the companies you've seen so far, they made billions in profit. They made 742 million in profit. That's about 10%, which is on the lower end. We kind of want to see what about 15 to 20, right? So
Yeah, they have a lot of operating expense. I don't know why they have almost $4 billion in operating expenses. Almost double their cost of revenue. Okay, selling general. So they must be doing a lot of other G&A.
they're doing a lot of promos.
They must be doing a lot of promos, but I guess maybe I'm not getting the advertising, guys. You guys getting Ralph Lauren advertisement?
I wonder if these guys are still stuck on like old like magazines and stuff. They're not doing the digital stuff. I don't know, but yeah, they're working hard to get this 7 billion though. But
contrary to like Nike, what they doing is working. Sales have been increasing actually since 2023.
Okay, Steve, I actually want to talk to you about Nike.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we kind of misanalyzed yesterday. I kind of want to get into this. Okay, I want to get into this a little bit.
Let's do it.
Because remember yesterday we were very heavy on them on the revenue.
Yes.
Right. The dip in revenue, $5 billion. It was over like
For sure.
10%. We're like, oh my God, Nike's is dying. I mean, we said, okay, they're
Yeah,
making
yeah, yeah.
profit, but we went on them for an hour, right? I don't think it was a fair
Yes.
thing. I don't think it was fair. Let me show you. I want you
Okay.
to let me know what you think. Nike revenue last 10 years. Okay. All right, look at these numbers. I don't know if why can't I zoom in? Okay. They had a very
No.
abnormal 2023 and 2024. They had a
Right.
huge jump, and then they went back down to kind of like their normal, it looks like about the 22 levels. But before that, they
Hmm.
were going up steadily, 32, 34, 36. Okay, little dip. I mean,
Right.
39, little dip, but then 44. I mean, 37 to 44,
Right.
46. Huge jump here, $5 billion. They were able to
Hmm.
maintain it for a couple of years. And then,
Hmm.
okay, they went down 5 billion again. This was PPP. People stunting on their J's 2023, 2024.
No, not
Come on.
2023. PPP was
No,
not
that is,
heavy on 2023. No, PPP was heavy in 2021, 2022. Not 2023
man.
and 2024.
Nah. People still kept some of that money to buy some J's, but look, like they had
No.
a but the comment that I have is like maybe these were the odd numbers and not the 46 billion. They had some kind of anomaly situation happen, but then they came back down. Look, I mean, if we remove these 2 years, it's in line. So they must have done something
So,
extraordinary. So I don't think we should have counted them out all the way through. We gotta give them a couple more years to see what's gonna happen.
here's something I would say, right? If it was 1 year, I would count it as an anomaly. But if you had for 2 years in a row, first of all, let's even look at 2022. They did 46.71 billion, right? Then which is higher than the 2025 number. Let's just clarify that. Even though it's kind of
Yeah, I
it's
mean, I
up
know these
there, it's
points matter
similar.
when with these kind of things. Yeah, the point blah 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 matters in this case.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's not that much
that's a
different,
half a
but it is.
billy. Yeah,
Yeah, but if you went up 5 billion 2 years in a row, 1 year I would give it to you. Maybe it's an enough, but 2 years in a row you do it, and then now you drop down 5 bill. That's not a good sign. And not only that, it doesn't look like there's anything positive down the line that I think is gonna help them to
but I
get
think
that
that was
number
their
better.
record revenue ever. That 51 was their record revenue ever.
No, true, true. But this is how Wall Street is, though. Wall Street is about what have you done to me as of late, like just like
What have
anything
you done
else.
for me lately?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. What have you done for me lately? Like, I don't want to know
it's like
about
you.
3 years ago, yo. It's like, yo,
It's
you
like you.
scored 100 the last two exams. I'm like, I'm expecting you to get an A. Like, you can't go back to 80 and talk about, yo, I used to get 80s though. Like, that's really my average. Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
want.
yeah. It's like you could tell your girl, man, I took you out on a date 3 months ago. She's like, what are you supposed to take me out? You know what I'm saying? You didn't take me on a date this quarter, you
Yeah,
know?
dog. Yeah,
I,
you splurge on her the last two birthdays. Now she's expecting something nice, and you out here, going to get her, I'm saying FUBU. Like,
I don't know, man. I think that we went too hard on them, and I think we missed this point. But I do want to, I think, like a kind of an improvement suggestion because remember, initially I had the 2024 numbers pulled up,
yeah,
and we were like, oh, okay, they went up slightly on revenue. Like we were getting ready to like be like, oh, okay, it's all right, they're hanging on, and then we had the fresh one came in, and it was a bad numbers. But so I think like next time we kind of have to zoom out a little bit more than just 1 year, and I'll at least go 5 years or whatever, just to kind of see what actually took place.
I still stand by my that do not buy because it's not just revenue. We talk about debt. how much debt that they have, how much inventory that they have, how much is taken for demand creation. Revenue is just one piece, and the declining demand in many geographies. And then it's just shoes. 60% of their sales is shoes.
But
Like,
listen
there's,
though,
huh?
but listen, they still got everybody signed to them. Let's not forget that.
Dude,
Let's not
anybody
forget that.
relevant, the only relevant people they got is LeBron James,
What you talking
Kevin.
about,
Look up their roster. I'm serious. I actually
bro?
looked it up yesterday. They
They
don't
got
actually
Cristiano
have.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, but he's old.
He's
He's at
still
the
the
end of his
most followed
career.
person on IG.
True, but his career is ending. He's old. LeBron James is old. Kevin Durant is old. They don't have like upcoming
Okay,
young bucks.
okay. Who do they got? They don't have SGA from
I don't think
OKC?
I don't think SJ is with Nike.
It's
Let me
got to
see.
be with Nike. I mean, come
Let me
on,
see.
man. It's
Who
Nike.
is
We're not gonna talk
SGA?
too much. We went too
I
hard on Nike yesterday. I don't think that was fair.
I think I still stand with my stance.
Listen, I think what happened to us is like we always like to beat up the big guy, and Nike was the big guy, so we just saw something and we just went at it. And I'm just saying, I think that it's the cheapest the stock has ever been in the last close to 10 years. So if you think Nike could turn this thing around somehow, because listen, man, they were doing good. Like they climbed it. They went 30, they went bam, 32, 34, 36, 39. A little dip, 44, 46, 51. So every year they were bam, 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 bam. And then they just slipped one year. So are we gonna give up on them? 9 years of good records, revenue up and up and up and up. We had one slip, bam, kill the company. No, it's done. Nah, I don't think that's right.
So are you changing your recommendation?
I think so. I think it's a watch it. I think that if you think that the fundamentals are still good, if apparel is gonna go down, everybody's gonna go down.
What fundamentals are good though?
They got everybody signed to them. Nike
No,
is
they
not
don't. Let's look up who is signed to them, bro. I think you live in an old age, my guy.
Nah, man.
I'm serious. There's a lot of competition.
Who's not? Listen, are you telling me Jordans are dead? Are you telling me Jordans are dead?
We saw sales of Jordan has declined over the past 2 years.
Yeah, because the PPP dried up. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, regardless of the reason, we could argue the reason PPP,
PPP dried up, man.
I'm going by the numbers, right? We numbers people. Numbers of Jordans have gone down. Converse is barely surviving, which is one of Nike's products. You know what I'm saying? And they have a huge inventory, a lot of debt, cannot create demand. You know what I'm saying? And increasing cost of their products.
Oh my God! Look, tell me who's not on the list. That's actually a better way to say this.
What do you mean?
Jason Tatum, champion. Luka, the future of the NBA. Zion, Nola's finest. Okay, Russell Westbrook. Chris Paul, Jordan, of course,
These
Wade.
Are old. Look at Dwayne Wade is old.
I mean,
no, you don't even know who these other people are. Tell me if you know any of these people, aside from the ones on the top.
Listen,
Jeter is old. Aaron Judge is new. Okay, I give him. But the other ones, we don't know who they are. Let's keep it real.
Tyreek Hill, that boy is good.
Jamar Chase is good.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's good. All right, but aside from the top 10, you don't even know who DK Metcalf was. DK Metcalf is also sponsored by Lululemon. This guy is doing both. What I'm saying to you, they don't have a huge command of the market like they used to. Right now, Under Armour is big competition.
No, Under Armour, their stock is shit right now, dude. Have you looked at it?
No. But the people that they sponsor, you know what I'm saying? Adidas is making a lot of moves. Like a lot of people are now sponsored by Adidas, and then some people are even building their own. You know what I'm saying? Who's building their own? I forgot.
Nobody. I mean, look, they got J Baldy. They got DJ Khaled. Are you telling me DJ Khaled is not hot? Billie Eilish.
Who's buying Nike? Be like, yo, DJ Khaled is rocking one. Hey, like,
they got Travis Scott. You can't tell me Travis not the hottest guy in the youth rap game.
He was.
He's still hot. He's selling out.
That allegation. That thing messed him
Nobody
up.
cares about that shit. Nah,
You think
stop.
Travis Scott is still popping like that? I
What are you
don't know,
talking
dog.
about? He's selling out arenas.
No, he still does. I'm just saying. I don't know if he has that
I
much
don't
of
know,
a
guys.
buzz.
What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think, guys? Nike down, up. I mean, I think that I'm not giving up on Nike quite yet. They were doing good.
I'm
They got a
telling you
new
guys.
CEO. He's gonna come in. He's gonna make it happen. He's gonna make it pop.
I'm telling you guys. Get out of Nike while you can. It's old news. Unless something magical happens, Nike's old news, guys. Don't let the old glory days blind you from what's happening right now. This is what happens to most brands. Too big to fail. No.
See, I just think you're beating up on them because they're the big boys. You
No,
know what I
actually,
mean?
I'm not. I really am not. I thought I was very positive going into Nike, but then I saw the numbers. So I was like, this is not good.
All right. All right. We'll leave it at that. I don't, we leave it at that. We gave our piece. We gave our piece. San says I like Nike. Bree says Travis Scott is getting old, almost right
Right
there
there next to
next to
Nelly.
Nelly. What are you talking about,
How
Bree?
old is
Travis
Travis
Scott
Scott?
is only 30 years old or something.
Is he really? Let me see it. Let me see
I
his
mean,
age.
he's like
Travis
the
Scott
the
age.
young generation, the Gen Z.
34.
He's their Drake.
He's actually 34. I thought he was younger, actually.
But he's like their Drake for like the young Zeke, like for us it's Drake, and then right behind Drake is Travis.
Though, Drake and Travis Scott are not that much different. Drake is 38. Scott is 34.
I mean, I'm not talking like just in terms of who messes with each. But
I actually
anyway,
didn't know if he's still pop after that whole situation. I haven't heard about him, so I honestly
oh
don't
yeah, he's
know.
still selling out. He's still got
Yeah.
his yeah. All right. Let's go. Tommy is still alive. Can you believe Tommy Hilfiger is still kicking?
Tommy Hilfiger is impressive. And then, guys, as a side note, man, Tommy Hilfiger actually helped Sean John in helping them start and stuff like that. So he's a true OG, and he's a real one. He helped P Diddy in getting into contact with manufacturers and stuff like that.
Oh, I thought this guy was racist.
His brother is the one that linked them. So I don't know. He felt maybe
Wait,
when you're famous too, they kind of overlook your color. I don't know. I actually didn't even know he's racist. You got to tell me
I
that.
thought so. I thought hey, no, allegedly. I thought this guy was the racist one. Tommy.
I
Like I thought we were not supposed to wear Tommy if we're, of color.
dang. Let me see. I gotta look that up. Tommy
Let's see.
Hilfiger
Let's see.
racist.
Tommy. Founded in 85. Sold in department stores over that. In 2006, Steve, private equity firm acquired the company for approximately $1.6 billion.
Mm.
Yes, racist. Black people don't buy, don't buy, don't buy. Yes, Bree is saying Tommy is racist. What's
What
up with
happened?
that?
What did he do?
I don't
What
know.
did he
I
do?
think
What
he
did
said. I
Tommy
think
do,
he said. I
man?
don't want. I don't want the. I don't want the colors to wear my shit. Let me see. Hold on.
Dang.
Where's Tommy?
Oh, so there's claims about him making racist comments. Okay.
Racist. Let's see. He said
Dang,
that his
Tommy.
clothes was never meant for us to wear. For
What? He really
decades, rumors circulated.
no.
Debunking the rumors. Okay, he never made such comments on Oprah. He denies claims. Oprah denies investigation. The Anti-Defamation League investigated the claims, included the rumors were unfounded.
All right, so we gotta clear Tommy, man. This is just
It's a
hearsay.
lie.
Even Oprah said that he didn't say it.
Guys, Oprah. If Oprah said it, we believe Oprah all the time.
Oprah,
We trust Oprah
Oprah even
100%.
said
Wait a
she
minute. So
said
this
he had never been a guest on her show.
wait a minute. So like, look, even Bree, even Sam, they're saying the same thing. So this rumor has sustained all these years.
You know what I'm saying? But guys, what is it the same thing? Is what you heard the same thing we're talking about right now? Did you guys hear that he said something racist on Oprah, or did you hear something else?
I think it was just like it
Maybe
was
it's a
just a
mistake.
known thing in the black community. Like, don't wear Tommy. He don't want us to wear his clothes. That was the whole thing. So
Mm.
that's how I got it from. I never looked into it ever. um, let's see. So, but look, Steve. So they got bought out by private equity. Do you want to tell folks what a private equity is?
I mean,
So Bree
nowadays,
says,
private equity. So, what? Go ahead.
Bree saying, yes, it is known thing in the black community. So we stopped by. We stopped buying Tommy a long time ago, right? That's what he said. I thought he said that. Even Rebecca saying, I thought he said that. Man, look, this is the rumor that's going on, man.
But hold up, guys. Can I just ask a question though? We literally just looked it up right now, right? And it said Oprah Winfrey said that he never said it. Not only that, she mentioned that he was never even on her show. And then the Anti-Defamation League did an investigation, and they also said he didn't say it. You guys believe that or not? Maybe he just looks racist.
Look at this. Okay, so rumor. Damn, this goes back to the 90s. Since the mid 90s. The variation of
Maybe
rumors
he's
that
better
Tommy's a
than you then.
racist, anti-Semite, homophobic.
Dang,
Whoa.
he's all of
Persists
it, huh?
despite the fact this
He's checking all the boxes.
spread initially through emails and other electronic media 20 years ago. Blah, blah, blah. There is no truth to this rumor.
Mm.
Time for Snoops. The Oprah show stated that his fashion was okay. So allegation was that his fashion was intended for upper class whites, and if he had known black people would wear in his clothes, that he would not have made them so nice. What?
They claiming that he said that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Other versions of the email claims did not want Asians, Hispanics, Jews, or other minorities wearing his clothes. The emails also generally claimed Oprah kicked him off the show. But look, there is no truth to this rumor.
Damn. All right.
She
I
said,
would say this, right? Competitors could actually spread rumors, though, to bring a brand down. I'm not saying that's the case with this. I don't know for a fact. But that is a known thing. No
look at this. The rumor did not go away. She had him as a guest in 07. They discussed the rumor. Both agreed he never met, that they had never met. And Hilfiger said would never say, and he had no idea where the allegations originated. He even noted that he had FBI agents, private investigators, try to find out where the rumor came from, but they couldn't put their finger on it.
Dang.
Whoa.
That's interesting. Because, he even used to dress like Tupac back in the days.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see what this guy looks like. Doesn't he look like very preppy?
He does.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Tupac. What is this Tupac thing you're talking about? Tupac Shakur. During the 90s, brand became extremely popular in the hip hop community. Even acknowledged this phenomenon, stating that he dressed Tupac along with other artists like Puffy and Biggie.
Mhm.
And the oversized styles favored by rappers at the time led him to adjust his designs to cater to that trend. Some sources highlight that Tupac was wearing Hilfiger and blah, blah, blah. It's important to know how 97 rumor circulated had made racist comments. Although damn, this thing has been plaguing this guy since 97. And look
That's
at us, all of
crazy.
us in the comment section, we haven't adjusted since 97. That's crazy.
People don't believe it. I think maybe he just rubbed people the
I
wrong
mean,
way. I don't know.
he does have that look, doesn't he? Though he kind of does have that look. Like, damn.
And Tommy, if you want to clear the rumors and come on our pod, you know what I'm saying? You are welcome.
I
Let us
mean,
know.
you know what I mean. He looks like that kind of guy that would say some shit
He
like,
just looks uppity. You know what I'm saying? That's what he
yeah,
looks like to me.
super Hamptons. You know, he got a house in the Hamptons and all that stuff. What's his net worth? Let's see. Let's see. Net worth. Is he still rich or what?
Let's see.
Oh, that's all. 450 million. He's not a billion anymore.
Yeah, they ruined
Dang.
his name, dog. They ruined his
Wow, my
name.
boy lost his fortune because of the freaking unsubstantiated rumor.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy talk.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get into the company. So he founded Tommy in '85, became a global brand. The company was acquired by PVH Corp for 3 billion in 2010. Real estate, including the plaza, sold properties in various locations. But okay, so the company. Okay, so look at that. So in 2006, uh, Apex Partners bought the company for $1.6 billion.
Mm,
And then it looks like PHV bought the company from the private equity um, for $3 billion.
right.
Because that's what. So look at that, guys. This private equity owned this company for 4 years and profited $1.4 billion.
Yeah. And guys, think about private equity as like a house flipper. A house flipper looks at a house and said, hold on. If I do this and this and this and this and make those improvements, I could flip it for a higher price. And that's the same thing with private equities that they do. Is they take a struggling company, typically, they take a private, make some, modifications, improve their sales, blah blah blah, and then they go back into the public stock market, and then right there they sell their shares, and then they make money, and
Or they
usually
could
they
just sell
profit
it to
heavily.
another private equity.
True, and they could also do that as well. They could just sell it to another private equity. Sometimes they also just keep it private because
Yep.
private equities are not heavily regulated. It's like an LLC. A private equity could be LLC. Like, and then, but it's a big company that they're managing, and sometimes it just stays private. And
I
and
would
it's doing
say
well.
like the private equity world is probably like the most unknown. You know, hedge funds, private equity. These are the puppets behind these companies that could really take down a brand, right? They can do some really dirty stuff. They can buy some of these companies, borrow money against the assets of said companies, and do all kinds of things to them and really crash the companies. So it's we might have to do, like, I think we're gonna do another stream where we just kind of like chilling, and we might get into this private equity stuff. But these guys have a lot of money, right? So this is the company Apex. So AUM, guys, AUM right here is assets under management. So this one company alone has $77 billion that they're managing. So they have some $77 billion, not cash, but they had at one point that they used to buy companies. So they're always out here looking for companies, right? They're always looking out here. There's because they cannot have the cash sitting in the bank. That doesn't make them money. So they're always out here looking to buy companies and try to flip them. So I mean, look. So right here, Tommy Hilfiger for 1.6 billion. Let's see if we can recognize any other companies they bought. Look, like for example, Bankrate. Like, isn't that like where you can check like mortgage rates and stuff like that?
Hmm.
Look, like guys, know. So the next time you see some website like this, you're like, who owns this stuff? Some of it sometimes it's not public, and a lot of times it's owned by these private equity companies. They buy anything and everything. I mean, if you have a business and if it's if it has good enough sales, they'll buy it from you, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And the biggest advantage with private equities too is not like highly regulated. So that's one of the biggest reasons that, people take it private, because you don't have much regulation for private equity. It's like about $6 trillion worth of private equity money right now circulating, and it's the biggest one of the biggest markets right there. And I think
Say that again. What's the number again, Steve?
about $6 trillion in
Six
private.
6 trillion dark money, we can say.
Yeah, essentially. And this is the dark horse. This is the elephant in the room. There is no regulation at all for private equity. Like I said, it's a LLC. You don't have to report to nobody. There is murky waters, and a big part of investments is becoming more private equities. And this might cause a big problem down the line. I know that's not our topic right now, but it's a something to look out for.
Yeah. So if the company you work at gets bought by a private equity, I mean, layoffs are most likely coming most
Oh yeah,
times.
for sure.
So the way these guys come in and they say, okay, they're gonna buy it, they're gonna do a layoff, so they're gonna save them 10-20%, and then they're gonna, grow the revenue. They're gonna increase price. Most times they'll come in and just increase the price 10-20%, bam, just like that. And then 2 years later, they'll say, okay, now the company's worth $2 billion, $3 billion. Sell it to another private equity or take it public and then move on. So this is what they do. They don't actually really do a lot of add value. A lot of times
No.
they claim to say, we have this expertise, we have all this knowledge, and we have all these analysts and stuff like this. But they're flipping businesses, guys, buying and selling, buying and selling. This is all they do all day. So, and they got a lot of money to play with. Like Steve said, $6 trillion of this money is circulating in the world. Were you gonna add something, Steve?
No, I think you said it perfectly, man. It's a big market. Um, that's it.
And look over here. They acquired Cole Hain. Is it Hain Han? Cole Hain back in 2012. So that's another clothing brand. And then look, they selling, buying. Let me know if you guys recognize any of these brands. But I mean, you've never heard of this company, but they are moving a lot of money. I mean, look, like they're buying distilleries, moonshine
Yeah.
companies. I mean, who would have never thought, like, you go to this company and you're like, well, okay, it looks like, it's looks like a family owned company, like, okay, blah blah blah. Nope, owned by private equity. So
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of prominent companies like Dunkin' Donuts, Hilton Hotels, Toys R Us, J. Crew, Burger King, Neiman Marcus, all these are owned by private equity.
really, Burger King,
Yes.
wow. I mean, this is actually like
Yep.
a small fish compared to some of the other big boys, right?
Yeah.
I think, okay, let's not get too much wrapped up into this. So let's see what happened to Tommy. So they pretty much got bought out by this other company, PHV Corp, which is Phillips Van Hossen Corporation. They own Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. Wow.
What happened to Calvin Klein? Actually, that was getting
They
big news.
also license brands like Kenneth Cole, New York. So they buy like old brands. So this is exactly actually the company we need to look at. It's PHV stock. Let's see how are they doing? They own a lot of stuff. I started to get some pickles and peaches and moonshine today. Saying PHV.
You said you got some moonshine, and you're a little away from the mic. What did you say?
San said I started to get some pickles and peaches and moonshine today. I don't know
Oh,
what that means. That sounds very southern though. Sounds very southern. So
is it
let's look at this.
moonshine illegal or no?
Actually, they're coming out. They're commercializing it now. All right. So PVH
Oh,
Corp,
okay.
formerly known as Phillips Van Horn, is a major global apparel company based in New York. owns and operates a diverse portfolio of well-known brands. They got Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, Van Haas, Izod, Arrow, Warrens, Olga. I don't know what this is. They own licenses for Kenneth Cole and Michael Kors. Wow, huge company.
Yeah, that's another
Okay,
brand that lost. Michael Kors is not as hot as it used to be. It was popping.
I don't know, guys. How's Michael Kors? Would y'all call it a dead brand? I think it's all right. I think it's still kicking it. It's still kicking out there.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't heard
Yeah.
about it much.
Let's see.
I mean, Nicki had that song, Michael Kors, right? That was like at his heyday from a hip hop standpoint. I haven't heard nothing about Michael Kors since then.
Look at this, Devo. Like this company, all these brands combined did $8.6 billion in revenue.
Look at that.
All
These
of these
are
brands.
and these are well-known brands like from the past. I mean, Calvin Klein is huge. Tommy Hilfiger is good. Izod, it's not big, but I'm familiar with um, Izod.
Arrow.
I don't know the other ones.
I think I've seen Arrow. Like this is that shit that you find in those outlet malls. You ever go to those outlet malls? Like when you're driving out of town, everything is 65% off all the time.
Okay.
Arrow brand. Yeah, see, I've never even heard of this. Looks like some kind of suit. You think we should get into the annual report for this company, or looks like they own everything that everything that we
Yeah.
let's
What
see.
what other brands are you guys interested in
Yeah,
that has
yeah,
failed,
guys. It's
that's
an
not as
open
popular anymore?
yeah. Mm, I mean, their website is pretty smooth though.
Yeah, the
Let's
website
see.
does look nice.
Annual filings. Mm, mm, mm. Why can't I see the annual report like
You
right
just
away?
missed it.
Where?
Oh, that's 2022 though. Why did it
Right
say
here?
2022? But that's 2022.
2023. 10K right here.
That's 20. Is that 2023 or?
No, fiscal year ended in 20. Okay, so this is it. What do we got? This stock has me interested. Okay. Rebecca wants to know about this stock real quick. Let's see if we get in and trying to get some of this numbers for you guys. I'm kind of interested too. See, like what they're crying about these days. Um, we are one of the largest global apparel companies in the world. We have approximately 28,000 associates, operate in more than 40 countries, and generated 8.7 billion, 9.2 billion, and 9 billion. I like how they did it backwards, but yeah, numbers are down. Looks like for the last 3 years, 9.2, 8.7. Our global iconic life brands, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, together generated 90% of our revenue.
That's
Whoa.
crazy. Why do they even have those other brands?
Those two combined, who still got Calvin Klein? I mean, Calvin Klein is still kind of relevant, right? With the
Yeah, I would
underwear
say so.
and stuff like that. Yeah. But okay, I don't even know those two companies were together like that. 90% though, that's crazy. Those two alone. So why do you have these other ones?
I'm saying it doesn't make sense.
I mean, we have evolved from our 1881 roots,
These companies are old. That is wild. 1881.
but that's they had their own brand that thing. And look, it started, I guess, with acquisition of Calvin Klein in '03, Tommy Hilfiger in 2010. Um, we completed the sale of our women intimates business conducted under Warren's, Olga, and Truco. So they sold the women intimates. So lingerie not making money. Ladies, what's going on, man? I mean, we're not getting this. We're not getting the lingerie thing going here. Oh, actually, that's another one we were supposed to look at, right?
Victoria's Secret. Yeah.
Victoria's Secret, yeah.
I think we probably could do
Um,
that tomorrow. That would be an interesting one right there.
let's see. $9 billion Tommy Hilfiger by itself. I mean, that's pretty much the whole thing.
9 billion.
Global retail sales of products sold under the Tommy Hilfiger brands include sales of our licensing products were approximately 9 billion. So, hey, Tommy's doing all right.
No, but that doesn't make sense. Then how much did Calvin Klein sell? Their
Very
total
much.
sales was
9 point. Wait. Yeah, you're right actually. Hold on. We missed it. What are they talking about? 8.7 here.
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
All right, all right. We'll try to see if they're gonna give us a table or something. Um, license Movado. So they are licensee. So what
Mm.
does a licensee mean? They own it and they're letting somebody else make it. They're letting somebody else use the name.
N-
Oh no, you're the licensee, licensor. Which one is the one that has it?
Licensor is the one given the license. Licensee is the one
Oh, okay.
receiving the
Yeah,
license.
so they got it from somebody and they're
But
using it to make the watches and the jewelry for Movado.
but no, the way that they describe it though, it says licensee and then it describes the company. So I'm assuming they're licensing it to.
No, no, no. Look, Tommy Hilfiger's key licensees in the
Yeah,
products.
the
Hmm.
territory is licensed. So they must own Movado and they're licensing it out.
Hmm. I want to see some tables. Business strategy. Oh God, come on, give me some numbers. Okay. Yeah, see, this ain't pretty like Louis, huh?
No,
This is not like a
not
pretty
even close.
one. Amsterdam. I mean, they're all over the world. Though. Look, China. I mean, China's every one of these companies have the Chinese version to them.
Oh, I see what's happening. It's that Movado Group produces Tommy Hilfiger watches, but they don't own
Oh,
the brand itself.
gotcha. Oh, revenue, royalty revenue. Look at that.
So that
Mm,
must be from their licenses
yeah.
that they're giving out, that they're getting royalty.
Mm, I don't know. What do you think? Is there anything you think this? Should we keep going at this?
Um, I think if we see the balance sheet, that could kind of help us. But there's nothing sexy about this company right now.
Nah.
Mediocre sales, a lot of products under it, but really the two biggest generating brands are, Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. All right, cash. They only got about $748 million. I know when I say only, I'm just comparing it to other companies. That doesn't seem like a lot. Look at the inventory. They got $1.5 billion in inventory,
That's not good.
increase from the previous year. Yeah,
They
it's
don't
not
need that.
good.
They don't need that at all.
Not well. Current assets about 3.4
I mean, here
billion.
we go again with this shit. Operating lease of right.
Yeah, that's a misleading number, guys. They listed it as an asset, but really that's just lease. It's like imagine you put your rental like as on your asset. Goodwill.
Look at
So goodwill essentially means when you acquire a company because they bought other companies, the excess that you pay for. So let's say the actual value of the company is 1 billion, but say you pay 2 billion for the company. That excess that you buy over the actual book value, that's what's called goodwill. And then you're able to recognize it. But it's not real though. It's nothing tangible. You can't goodwill is like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, my worth. The worth is hard to quantify. So it's not a real
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
When people say I know
so
my
it's
worth, that's goodwill in accounting. Right?
yeah, exactly. And it's hard to put a value on it, right? What's the worth of a person? So it's the same thing with these. It's like the worth of, they paid extra. Or if you paid extra for something, you're like, yo, that's really goodwill. So that's kind of like that. It's not really value. Trade
Yeah.
names, big things. You
Net
just sped up over
income.
that liability section, dog.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
That's we need that. Let's say long-term debt. Actually, their long-term debt, I mean, it's not it's $1.5 billion. It's not too crazy, actually. That's not too bad. And most of it, and then they have total current liabilities, 2.7. What do they have? Account payable.
Damn, they
And
have
one
a
thing
lot
that
of
you
people.
do,
Yeah.
so one thing also you do, like when people do an analysis, is they take the current assets, which is shown above, and they divide it by the current liabilities. And if it's over one, that's usually a good standing, meaning they have enough money to pay their bills that are due within 1 year. So that's a good way for you to just do a math. It's like, all right, current
So
assets is
which one is on
3.4.
top? The liabilities on top or the asset
The
is on
current
top?
asset is on the current asset is on top, and then the liabilities. Essentially, how much do I have right now in my bank or other assets
That ain't
divided
go. That's gonna be
by
below. That's gonna be below one. 748.
well,
Wait, wait,
no,
wait.
but current
Oh,
assets
okay, okay,
includes
okay.
all the other ones. It includes
Okay, okay, okay,
inventory and
okay.
everything.
Got you.
But you see, this is also why we have to dive into the numbers because inventory, if you don't sell it, that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
It
So
ain't current.
this is
That's
why
more
they
like long term asset. Yeah, you gotta move this stuff. Yeah,
yeah, if you
if
can't
you
move it,
remove
like
that 1.5 out of there, yeah,
then you see what I'm saying? Like they're not really able to meet their current year
but
obligation.
still profitable though, right? I think we saw net income.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so their revenue. I think revenue was what 8 something.
Hmm.
Yeah, so less than 10% on the net income because revenue was
Yeah.
about 8.2 or 8.3. So 10% would have been about 800. So they're bringing in less than 10% on profit.
Yeah, and they're very cyclical. Look at 2022. They got 200 mil, then they jumped to 663, then they went down to 598, and then to 598. They don't seem like consistent.
I mean, but they're still doing numbers. That's the interesting thing, right? They still brought in $8.2 billion somehow.
Yeah, as far as revenue,
That's
yeah,
just Calvin and Tommy combined.
that's true.
Nobody would have thought that.
Not in this day and age. I didn't even know there was relevant at all.
So I guess the answer to our initial question, they're still kicking, but I mean, Lululemon is way more profitable.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, Lulu. Remember, let's recap. 10.5 billion in revenue and 2 billion in profit.
Yeah.
These guys did 8.2 in revenue and their profit was 600
700. Yeah.
600 million.
Oh yeah, 600.
So
You're right.
so I mean, which company would you want to own, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know, Louis Vuitton is still was doing really good. I think their profit was way more than 10%. Um, shit, even Nike. What was Nike's thing yesterday? It was 46
Nike.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, less than 10% on net income.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
So
some of these companies, another important thing to note is like, some companies have broken this down as like, what's your target group? Like, what are the people buying it right now? Is it women? Is it men? Are they old? Are they young? That's very important to note because if you have a lot of older consumers with these brands, then once those people, you know what I'm saying, they pass away and stuff like that. If you don't have no younger generation to buy your product, that's a problem. Like some of these brands, Lululemon and stuff, they have a younger crowd, you know what I mean? That's buying into these things. And it's the same thing with Nike, guys. Nike, the biggest sale is men. Men make the biggest proportion of their sales. So if you don't have a balanced bag of who's buying your stuff, that's not good for the future.
and you look at revenue just so that we don't just look at 1 year. You
Yeah.
look at 3 years, it's pretty much flat in a
That's
way, I would
actually,
say.
yeah. It's pretty consistent.
It's fat. It's not up, it's not down, it's just sort of buzzing along. Now net income. So why do they have 200 here? That's kind of what I want to know. I'm trying to see where that number went crazy. That's a big.
Yeah, that's a big drop.
Do you see it? I don't see.
Let me see. So we're at
Oh, right here. Goodwill
144.
impairment. Ooh. What is that, Steve? Can you explain to the peoples?
So goodwill, like we said, right, is the amount. Let's say you acquire a company. I like company A. I buy it. I buy it for $1 billion, and then I say what is really worth though in the books is 500 million. So then I book a 500 million on goodwill. But let's say as I'm doing business, that company that I bought is not making good money. It keeps, you know what I'm saying, not generating enough money for me. And then eventually they could say, hey, this thing is really not as valuable as I thought it is. And I think I need to adjust the value of it and take it from an asset. And that's what goodwill impairment is.
It's kind of like you have an old printer, you put it on Facebook Marketplace for $4.99, and nobody's buying that shit, and everybody offers you like $50. Eventually you're gonna be like, damn, like the market is telling me like, yo, this thing is not really worth like you have to sort of adjust it in a way.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of giving a silly example, but it's sort of similar. It's like this thing ain't worth what I have on the books, so you sort of have to just let's see, here we go. So goodwill impairment occurs when the carrying value of goodwill on the balance sheet exceeds its fair value. Exceeds.
Occurs when the carrying value of goodwill on the balance sheet exceeds its fair value.
Yeah.
This implies that the
So
expected from the acquisition are no longer as valuable as initially anticipated. Impairment is recognized.
impairment is recognized when a company overpaid for an acquisition, or
Yes.
if external factors leads to a decline in the value of the acquired business.
Yes.
So that's exactly what Steve was talking about. You buy something $500 million, like let's say somebody comes and wants to sell you Cash Money Records, right? And you're like, man, I love Cash Money Records, and you buy it for $200 million. And then, so that's what you write, right? On the balance sheet, $200 million. Well, let's say you start doing business with it, it's not making money. And if like 3-5 years down the line, you try to go out there, you try to sell it, and all these private equities are offering you 70, 80, 90, whatever, you're like, ah man, I gotta write this stuff down. It's not worth what I bought it for, so I gotta adjust my books to make it to where it's close to market value. So because like I said, you bought it 200, that was the book value. Market value is telling you it's worth 100. So you have to adjust it to kind of come to that's what this impairment is talking about right here.
And this is the checks and balance that we have right now. When a company is publicly listed and it's audited, this is one of the things that they check. Because if it's not generating enough money, they say, hey, you might have to, do an impairment. And management might disagree, but then this is where the auditor and stuff like that might mention it. And as you could see, that's what happened in 2022.
That's a big one, bro. $417 million. We saw their goodwill on their books right now was like 1 point something. I would
Yeah,
not be surprised in a couple of years they have to do another write
I
down.
think so. I think especially when we just saw 90% of their sales was generated by only Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. They had what, like 7 brands?
Yeah.
So all them other ones combined only generate 10%. So that's not good.
So and let's just mention we didn't see this in Lululemon. We didn't see them doing a goodwill impairment adjustment on their income statement.
But they didn't acquire any companies too. So you only get a goodwill, guys, when you
Oh,
acquire
okay.
another company. If you
Okay.
don't
Okay.
acquire any
Fair enough.
company, like you don't usually see
Okay,
goodwill per se.
gotcha. Okay.
Um,
What about but LVMH? They have acquired a lot of stuff. I don't think we saw any goodwill impairment, did
I
we?
didn't see that either,
I
but
didn't
they're
recall that.
doing really well too. You know what I mean? LVMH is killing
That's what
it.
I'm saying. When you're doing well, you don't have to do this
Yeah,
adjustment.
when you when you're doing well, you're doing well.
So, just to kind of answer like our thesis, right? Are these companies hanging on? They're slowly dying. This is what you call a slowly dying thing. And these private equity guys, they bounce these things around. They sell them to each other.
Yeah,
One private equity thinks, you know what? I have the playbook that's gonna turn this thing around, and I want to give it a shot. They take it 2 years, 5 years. They can't make it. They sell it, pennies on a dollar, and they write it off as like a loss on their financials. So it's kind of rough to get into this private equity um rabbit hole when you're like a dying company like this.
yeah. I just looked up their target audience though for Tommy Hilfiger, and surprisingly, the target audience is actually people between 25 to 45 with a household income exceeding 50,000. And it says the brand also appeals to younger consumers through its Tommy Jeans line, targeting those aged 18 to 30. Interesting. I did not expect that. I didn't know younger generation are still rocking Tommy
But they can
Hilfiger.
say that. They can say that, but that don't mean. I mean, of course. I mean, list that group again.
So 25 to 45 primary target audience that make over $50,000, and then the jeans line is targeting those aged 18 to 30.
I mean, that 25 to 45 isn't that like everybody's dream customer? Like, you know,
No, facts.
that's kind of a vague point. Like, yeah, of course, everybody wants that guy, right? Um,
But you maybe though that's why they're surviving. I mean, to generate that much money right now, I don't know if we're disconnected as to what's happened in the market. Because I'm still surprised they made that much money. Like
I
I
want to
didn't
know
know
if
they were
it's
relevant.
international versus North America. Let me see. I kind of want to know.
Like that's very impressive that they were able to make. Like who's still thinking about Tommy Hilfiger? Like
Um, I oh man, I don't think they're gonna break it down. Just gonna put percent and see what we got. Ooh, that's a lot. Sale of our five largest customers were 15%. Um, Okay, 34% are employed in the states.
Mm,
Okay, so that's still America is still a huge market for them. 34% is not one
yeah.
country. Yeah.
Look at they even talk
Mm.
about diversity and inclusion. Did you see that? Tommy is
Oh
about
my God, I'm so tired of that stuff.
ah
Oh, digital revenue growth, growing digital revenue both with respect to our direct to consumer business and our wholesale, i.e., sales to pure play and digital commerce, continues to be focused for us, representing approximately 20%. So people are buying this shit online.
that's not
I
bad.
thought 20%. I mean, that's still
That's pretty good. That's about 1.8 billion. Close to that in total revenues because what they had like almost 9 billion, right, in sales. So
yeah.
20% of that is 1.8 billion generated just from their website. That's that's nothing to sneeze at.
Okay, in
Again,
third
guys, we're talking
quarter,
about Tommy Hilfiger. Like I didn't even know they were relevant.
in the third quarter of
That's
2022, in
crazy.
conjunction with our 2021 goodwill impairment test, we recorded a 470 million non-cash charges. The impairment was non-operational, driven primarily by a significant increase in discount rates as a result of then current economic conditions. As of February, we had blah blah blah. Hmm. Discount rates. What does that mean? So I don't know what that
Um,
means.
to be honest with you, I have to look that up. I don't know what that means either.
Let's see. With 70% of our revenue. Oh, look at that. 70%
Oh,
generated
generated
outside the
outside the
US.
United
I had a feeling.
States.
I had a
Ah,
slight feeling. That's why I wanted to check this because I feel like
I
it still got
see.
some sauce internationally.
So overseas, it might be still popping. So that's what it is then. Okay, that's their lifeline. I wish they break down the geography though. There's no
I
like
think the
breakdown
Asians,
by
still got that American flag. You're like, this is American, baby. I gotta get me some.
yeah,
It's the
yo, for
Asians,
real.
man. Because like
I
the
mean,
rest
that's
of the
what.
world sometimes doesn't adjust to new brands until like 5, 10 years later. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about?
no, 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 for
Like,
sure.
like it could die in America, but then like it dies later in especially Asia and stuff like 10 years later. I think that Tommy's like one of those brands, Because if I go to like India or even like Africa and I'm wearing Tommy, it's like, oh, it's still got like
Oh
some
yeah, yeah,
swag.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Calvin Klein
You
and
know what I'm
stuff. They'd be
saying?
like,
It still
"Oh,
got
you
some
wearing Calvin
swag.
Klein? What?"
Yeah. People are still stuck in the 90s, and especially in Africa, that 90s Americana brand is still very relevant.
Yeah. Um, I think it's relevant in Asia too. Like Asians want that American lifestyle, and
Yeah.
they, especially like the higher middle class and upper class,
Yes.
want the American type of
Like once you make
apparel.
it, you start wearing American,
Yes.
you know. But I had a suspicion that this was so I'm glad I checked. 70% of outside the states and 90% Tommy and Calf. Yeah, we already knew that.
What
Oh, investigation by
investigation?
the Chinese Minister of Commerce.
Whoa.
Whoa, we got some juice, guys. Are y'all still
Whoa.
with us? Drop a comment, guys. Is it boring? What's going on? I'm having fun. We're having fun over here. Let me know. Let us know what y'all think. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys
Damn.
engage in the comments. Let us know. Tell us to switch or
Agreed.
to keep going with this stuff. But yeah, I mean, this the stream was for this, right? We were trying to find out what happened to these brands.
Right.
So we're kind of getting into it, guys. We're chill streaming. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Um, if you're watching, drop a comment. We want to know who's in the house. If you don't drop a comment, I can't really see who's in the house, honestly. Like I can't technology wise.
Bree
I
said
can't.
big fun. Big
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, Bree.
And we got one watcher in Twitch. Who's the
It's that
Uh,
bot from yesterday.
Hey, shout out to the bot. Shout out to the bot. All right,
Uh,
let's get into this investigation.
this is interesting. It said the Chinese Ministry of Commerce conducted an investigation into our business, which resulted in the company being listed on the list of unreliable entities. I'm looking at the
Wait,
bottom.
where are you looking at?
At the
Wait.
bottom of that paragraph, look at right there. See Chinese Ministry in the quotation marks, and could result in fines or restrictions on our ability to do business in China, which could have a material adverse effect on revenue result of operations. That's not good news.
Wait, we gotta Google this. We gotta AI this thing.
So it says
Well,
specific reasons are not explicitly stated. Uh,
oh, U.S. sanctions under the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act. You know about the
damn.
Uyghurs
Yeah. That's the minority Muslims, right?
and potential boycotts of
Mm,
Xinjiang cottons.
according to Seeking Out.
Initiated the investigation that be had suspended normal transactions with Chinese entities or individuals and adopted discriminatory measures against Chinese products. Wait a minute. Wait. What? I'm not following. Oh, even the SEC got it. Oh, whoa! There's a whole thing in here. Um, man, this is like some real SEC shit in here. Are they gonna actually talk about it in here or what? Oh man, I don't think they're gonna.
But that's the quarterly report. I don't know if
Damn! Wait a minute. They had a.
yeah, they mentioned the Hamas war, I think, in annual statement too.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah, we just know that in China they're not doing so well. They obviously are being investigated and being listed as unreliable entity. That's not good news.
I think don't mess with the Chinese government. That's what this is.
They need to get
Don't
that director from Lululemon to be on here. You know what I'm saying?
look. It had violated normal market trading principles, and in February announced that it determined that and placed on you. Yeah, we do not know if and when will implement any measures as results of listing or what they will be, if any, imposed. Approximately 6 and 20% of our revenue and income. Whoa. So 20% of their income before interest and taxes were generated in China in 2024.
So
20% of their profit?
so that's interesting. That means they must be marking up the items really high too, because only 6% of their revenue, but 20% of their net income. That means that it's a good money generating business for them in China, which they're
Yeah,
about to lose.
exactly.
So six
And
percent of revenue, guys, is approximately of 9 billion, is about $540 million.
that may
That's
result in charges related to excess inventory and difficulty collecting, among other. We may also incur non. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Look at that. They reduced their workforce by 10%.
yeah, I know, I saw that.
Annual cost of over $100 million that they saved.
Mm.
Wow. They sold something. Oh, wait. Isn't this like a big brand? Yeah. I know this company. This company's not cheap. Why would they sell this company? I thought this company was on the up and up. Yeah, they're selling $99 t-shirts. Why would you sell this company?
Hey man, it must not be doing well. Looks can be
Oh,
deceiving.
whoa. They sold 8% or
It's
are
not
so they sold their 8% interest they had in this company
for 20 million.
for $20 million. Wow. Ooh. Over 70% of our revenue was subject to foreign currency.
Translation.
What does that mean?
That means like currency exchange.
So they have to bring that money back? Like, why don't they just keep the money over there? If you're doing a lot of your business overseas, why not just keep the money overseas? Why convert it and lose all that money?
Because you need it for your operation in the US.
I mean, like, is that a dumb question? I'm not sure, but
No, no, it's not a dumb question. I think if you had different world code, I mean, it's also safety aspect too. I mean, money's safer in America.
gross profit was 59% gross profit.
That's pretty good.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So where are they messing up? I think
I mean, they got big sales in general, and administration expenses. It's big.
wait, 5 point, and isn't this like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Total
5.1
revenue.
billion, and then 4.4. Like that's huge. Of their money spent on
Where's
sales, general, and
cost of goods
administrative
sold at?
expense.
Where's cost of goods sold?
They don't. They don't. It
They
doesn't
didn't
look like
list
they
it?
obviously separate it out. But you
That's
could
weird.
get the cost of goods sold by doing total revenue minus. You say have
Minus,
you have gross profit.
yeah, gross profit, yeah.
So yeah, so you could do 8.6 minus 5143. So
So
that gives you
selling
about three and a
expenses were
half.
51%. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the big thing. I think they're spending a lot on advertising and stuff like that.
um Tommy Intel he'll figure international segment revenue decreased by 7%. Mm. The reduction of two yeah, this looks like Nike all over again, huh? Everything not down, 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 negative, negative.
Yeah, just don't change your mind on me on the next day.
Well, their profit is really bad. Well, yeah, it's very similar, but their revenue is very flat though. The last 3 years, it's just pretty much the same.
Yeah,
So
right.
okay, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to see, Steve, on here?
No, I think I'm pretty much set, man.
All right, guys. Any other brands you guys want to quickly let us look at it? We got about 20 more minutes to go. We can quickly look at some things. I think what is a fat something? What is that? What was that female's
Fat
thing?
Farm,
True religion, huh?
religion,
True
Fat Farm,
religion.
or
I'm too different. True religion. Let's see. True religion. Company owner. Yep. I knew it. Private equity. So we're not going to be able to see any numbers.
yeah,
Acquired by, look, guys, see, private equity acquired and actually filed bankruptcy in 2017. The design company again filed in bankruptcy again in 2020. Second bankruptcy again. Wow. I mean, but it looks like they got bought out by True Religion. Is currently owned by Acorn Investments and SB Global Capitals. In January, and then SB 360 Capital, an affiliate of American Eagle, also involved in the transaction. Yeah. I mean,
Guys, as a
like we were
side
talking.
note,
Yeah.
no, go ahead. I'll say it
No, no, go
after.
ahead.
I was about to say, when a company declares bankruptcy, guys, so there's two types of bankruptcies. You could do a Chapter 7 and what's called Chapter 11. Chapter 7 is when you essentially sell everything that you have and you pay your debtors. Chapter 11, which a lot of people use, a lot of businesses, is what's called reorganization, meaning you owe a lot of people money. And then what you do is, hey, let's get back to the drawing board. Hey, man, I could pay you. I can't pay you. Can I pay you less? Blah, blah, blah. It's a way to actually, you know what I'm saying, pay less. It's a good strategy for a business. I'm not recommending it, but it is a strategy that works.
Oh, looks like the latest we have is they had a sales was $280 million in 2023. No, so they were working with Megan Thee Stallion? Really?
Hey,
I don't know. I mean, they just got bought out earlier this year by private equity. So it's still kicking, but
somewhat.
for us to get like if it's profitable or not, it's hard to say.
And Bree said, and Little Wayne. Little Wayne was part of True Religion?
Let's see. True Religion. Let me see their website. 2 Chains. What about two? Oh my god, $14.99.
No.
Oh man.
No. And
Wait,
you get
let
a
me spin.
coupon.
Let me spin. $20 off. Oh man. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Yeah, we'll
How
hang
much?
on this website. We'll hang in there. We'll hang into this website.
Uh, what's the price?
I mean, they got shorts for $60. They got
Guys, if you ever
tees.
bought True Religion and back in the days, how does that price come? Because their jeans used to be mad expensive.
Nah, they used to be like $300 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Jeans
can only
and
speak for
denim.
the men's, but the men's used to be expensive, man. How much now?
I mean, look at that. $50.
$50, man. They in that Levi territory now, though.
Levi's, man. It's got
Levi's now.
but they got 100.
Dang. And the
Yeah.
style has changed. Well, I not much, but I saw some that were like kind
It
of
used to be much
similar.
louder, right? If I
It
remember
is. It
correct.
was way louder. True Religion was a loud jeans, man.
Or are we thinking about Ed Hardy? Or is this similar?
No. True
Okay.
Religion was similar. Ed Hardy was mad. Yeah, mad colorful. I used to have Ed Hardy shirt, but yeah, True Religion was
I
a
mean,
little
they got
different.
some stuff for $170, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know,
clothing
guys.
business is a hard business, guys. So much competition, hype fades. I do have to give credit to Nike for keeping still being relevant to this day. That is not easy to do, guys.
All right, so it looks like True Religion is like kicking. It's all right. But like we said, it went to 2 bankruptcies in 1 year. If you're making money, you're not going through bankruptcies, guys. Right?
No,
Lululemon is not going into a bankruptcy anytime soon. So
no.
again, so what's kind of like the big summary here, Steve? It's hard once you die to come back.
It is very hard to come back. And as we can see, FUBU is barely surviving. Well, actually, I don't even know if it's surviving. So from its heyday of making $350 million a year to now selling only 13 items for the men's section and 10 items in the women's section. Once you lose that momentum, it is very hard to come back. The same thing could be said about all these other brands that we saw is, once you fail, it is very hard to come back. It's just a lot of competition, inventory management. The biggest thing with the clothing companies, so just to let you guys know, is inventory management. because one year you could have so much demand. People want your clothes. You're like, oh shoot, I need to reorder. We got double X. It's like we gotta meet demand. And then next year happens. You're like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, where they at? Where they at? And that's what happened to FUBU. That's what happened to Sean John. And yeah, man.
Yeah, we didn't even get to Sean John, man. Woo. Shout out to Kia in the chat.
Yeah, man, Kia. Thank you, bro.
Sean John
Yeah, Kia's a
clothing.
huge Sean John fan.
Oh, let's see what happened to Sean John. Blah blah. Macy's has been phasing out Sean John brand with the last expected to be removed by November 2023. The website is currently offline, so it's not even active right now.
No, no. And a little information about Sean John, man. The strategy that
Well,
they did, I think it's valuable for everybody to listen to. I know we're talking about failures, but a
I
smart
think this
thing
is a
that
knockoff. This is a knockoff website.
it's a
The Sean John.
knockoff Sean John. No
The
way.
knockoff.
Dang.
TheSeanJohn.com. No, it looked like somebody like look. They're running ads in the middle. That's a knock.
Oh, dang. This is what happens when Diddy goes to jail, bro. They cop in his name.
Wait,
That's
let me see.
trademark
This is
infringement.
this. I don't even think this is a real one either. This doesn't.
I think that
it-
might be because that's that sign right there at the top. I mean, unless
Yeah, but you can just. You think Diddy will have shit shitty website like this? Look at this website. Looks like it was
I don't
made
know
in
if he
19.
still owns Sean John though. He might have. Let's see. What did he sell?
Nah, bro. There's no way this is real. TheSeanJohn.com? No way. Let me see. This look like somebody's house in the Bronx. Yo, wait.
Oh, he does still own the brand. He bought back the controlling stake in the company in
Look,
2021.
this guy is putting on a random ass New York, New York. What? Doesn't even exist. Nah, this ain't it. It's done. There's no Sean John, guys. What's the other one? Fat something? The woman one?
Or Fat Farm or something. But why are you looking that up? So I'm saying, right, with Sean John, what they did is initially when they make the designs, guys, they ended up giving it to the celebrities, right, for free. They said, yo, we got a whole bunch of clothes. Take what you want. And then whatever they kept, they mass produced. Whatever they didn't keep, they got rid of. And that's how they did their market research and figure out what works and what doesn't. Baby fat. Okay.
Oh, baby fat. Okay. Yeah. Baby fat. Let's
Oh,
see.
Kimora Lee Simmons is the one. Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, they're here. I mean,
Oh, I wonder if Russell Simmons still owns some of it, though.
Baby Fat Holdings. Then he run to like Indonesia.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so it looked like she reacquired it back in 2019 and relaunched it with her daughters. I mean, look at that. Annual revenue 265 and 20. This sounds like the FUBU stuff. Look at that.
In 2 years, and then 265. And
Baby
wow,
Fat had one of the most
exceeding a
sales.
billion.
I
Dang.
think that might be combined sales right now in 1 year.
Yeah,
And
that's impressive, though.
I mean, look, they look like they're trying to bring it back. Exclusive release at Macy's. Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't. Again, it's privately owned, so we can't really see the numbers. So we won't be able to tell. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I just, I just don't. I think it's very clear to say. I think the only ones that really came back are like Champ.
I don't know what Champ's current
I
status
mean,
is.
no, Champion. Remember Champion? Okay, so they got 234,000 followers on IG.
Who does?
Baby Fat. So it looks like they're trying to make a comeback. Um, but I think Champion clothing, you know, parent. Look at this company. Hmm. Look at this company. They own rights to Muhammad Ali, Elvis Presley. Wow. They announced the Brook Brothers. I mean, when we talk about private equity, guys, this is what we're talking about. I mean, they bought Reebok. Whoa! Look at this company, guys. Steve, are you watching this?
Yeah.
This kind of never Authentic Brands Group. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Look what they own. Aristotle, Airwalk, Billabong, Muhammad Ali, Arrow. I think we saw that earlier. Barney's New York,
Hmm.
David Beckham, Brooks Brothers, Champion, DC Shoes, Dockers, Eddie Bauer, Element Skateboards, Forever 21, Izod Gyms. I never heard of this one. Izod, I do know that. Juicy Couture, Lucky Brand
Wow.
Jeans, Nautica, Nine West, Shaquille O'Neal, Quicksilver, Reebok, Rockport.
Reebok.
Damn.
Sports
Ted
Illustrated.
Baker. Huh?
Sports Illustrated they own too.
Really? Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Whoa. Levi's agrees to sell Dockers. Okay, look at that. Levi's sold it Dockers to this brand for $311 million.
Yeah.
And another company that I was looking at was this guy right here. Wolverine Worldwide. It's actually publicly traded. They own Sperry's, and they involve the sale of Payless shoes, private equity. Look at all this private. I don't know, guys. So we're not gonna. But this, I've never heard of this company. We might have to look into this another time. Authentic Brands, but it's a private
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
It's a private company. Look at that, guys. Never heard of this company, and look at everything they own. 50 brands, $32 billion global annual retail sales. Steve, you see
Yep.
this? 29,000
Incredible,
stores and
man.
shopping. Huh?
It's incredible.
Never heard of it. Champion, Reebok, David Beckham, Shaquille O'Neal, Lucky Brand, Aristotle, Eddie Bauer, Quicksilver. Whoa, Spider. I've seen this brand before somewhere. Volcom. I've seen, I think that white people wear the glasses for this. Forever 21. Muhammad Ali, Roxy, Izod, Van Hay, Sports, Sperry's. Whoa. But it's
Yeah, we
private.
we got to do a deep dive on even Tap Out. Look at that. Yeah, we got to do a deep dive on private equity
Neiman
one of these
Marcus,
days.
Saks Fifth Avenue. Whoa.
Dang. Barney's.
Barney's, New
That's
York.
incredible.
Whoa. But I've never heard of this
This,
company.
this is one private equity company, mind you.
I mean, it's wow. $32 billion. And it's private, it's not public.
Private.
$32 billion. Whoa. And it's owned by these guys. Jersey based private equity They have 186 billion euros under management. Noticeable investments. Petco. I mean, just look. They own a freaking Indian cricket company, bro.
Hey, man.
Guys, we're gonna get into like we're gonna have a finance week one of these days,
Yeah, yeah.
and we're gonna get into private equity. That's actually very, very interesting. I don't think you guys know much about private equity. If you do, let us know in the chat. But Steve-O, I think we've pretty much covered it all.
I think we have, man.
Guys, drop a comment down there. Let us know what y'all think. I think the verdict is don't don't die. Once you are out of favor, it's very, very hard to come back. It's almost better to start a new brand.
Yeah, I would say so. And once you catch momentum, capitalize on that momentum.
You know, the funny thing is 10 years from now, Lululemon could be here.
That's why I say even the most well-known brands like Nike, don't say it's ever too big to fail. It
Yeah.
can, and it could. It's possible.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Guys, we plan on streaming every day. So we're going to be back tomorrow. Do you guys have any recommendations for us tomorrow? We're still on Fashion Week.
We're still on the
Right.
clothing brand. We still got Victoria's Secret is one of the ones that was recommended, Ralph
Victoria's
Lauren.
Secret.
But is
Yeah.
there one that's like really pressing to you guys that you want us to cover? It has to be a publicly traded company. If it is,
Yeah.
then we can see their financials. But
Correct.
one that's really interesting to you, you could drop it in there. And then again, man, shout out to y'all, man, for rocking with us.
Oh, Coach. Yeah. Brie was talking
Coach.
about Coach. I don't know if
Coach,
they're publicly traded though.
David.
Coach stock. I think they're privately owned. Oh,
No, they got
Tapestry.
Tapestry.
Okay.
Oh, that might be a good one, right?
Okay. We got you. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do this own thing. Remember own stock. Remember this company? I want
Yeah.
to do this one.
That one is, oh yeah, the clothing.
Wait. No, this is says on shoes. Might not be public though. Might not be public. Oh yeah. ONON. Yeah.
Also,
I know
it's,
Kia. I know Kia knows about this brand, right? Kia, what is your opinion about this brand? I've seen everybody wear this brand. They've been blowing up. Kia, let us know, because he's our resident running extraordinaire.
yes. Yeah, and we're still gonna look at Victoria's Secret too, guys. I know that's one of the ones mentioned.
This is a European company, Zurich, Switzerland. Only founded in 2010. $2.3 billion. I don't know what CHF is. Swiss franc. Okay. 2.3 billion. Not as big as I thought they were, but any other brand, guys, drop it in the chat. We'll go for about another minute. We'll close it out. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is another 2 hours here. We've been hanging out. Didn't feel like 2 hours. That was a lot of fun. We learned a lot. I learned a lot. I didn't know all this stuff was happening.
Yeah, man. Every day we
Throwback
learn.
Thursday.
And we hope that you guys use this information, for you want to make any purchases and stuff like that. Use this information. We're not investment advisors, but you can use the information you learn from here and making some financial decisions that could help you.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully like the research, the way I'm researching, maybe you guys can kind of pick up on some of that stuff, and that could also help y'all. Anybody in the chat, drop a comment, drop a like, drop a follow, guys. If you haven't followed the channel, please. We're trying to get to 500. They have access to the stock market, which is a good edge. Becca, I don't know what she's referring to. I think she might be referring to the Switzerland
On?
company. Yeah, they're listed in the New York Stock Exchange, Becca. Um, so they are listed in America, so we can get their info.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they were listed in Europe, we are able to get the Louis Vuitton one, so it's
Yeah.
all good. All right, I'm not seeing any brand recommendation. But as I was saying, guys, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers. Please make sure you are subscribed, and then put that bell notification on so that
Yeah.
when we go live, bam, you get the notice. You'll be able to come in and hang out with us, man. Thanks for allowing us to really do what we think is so fun to do. Thanks for coming in. We plan on trying different formats. So this little, throwback Thursday open forum chill stream was kind of a new idea. Let us know if y'all like this or this was kind of messy and all over the place. We kind of wanted some feedback in the comments also. See if this really was beneficial or it felt more disorganized, right, Steve-O?
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. And again, man, thank you for rocking with us, man. Much love to all of y'all.
And we came in a little early today, about 7:30 Central. I think that's a good time for everybody. Let us know if the time worked for you guys. But all right, Kia's saying yes, sir. That brand is pro. Okay, so we'll add this to the list.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna do Coach, guys.
Now we gotta do Victoria's Secret, bro.
Oh, tomorrow
We
it's
gotta do
Friday. That's
Victoria's
right. It's
Secret.
Friday, baby. We're getting to the weekend.
We gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think
Hold
maybe
on.
if we could squeeze in both time, when we could do Coach half of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let's see. Let's check out their website real quick. Victoria.
Guy, we gotta close, man. Let's keep this for
Nah,
tomorrow.
I
You
just want to
gotta
get,
like
inspired for tomorrow. That's all.
guys, man.
I just want to, let's see, man. Let's see. Ooh,
Nah.
yeah. Oh my! Wait a minute.
Oh dang! It closed on you? Oh, that's hilarious.
Virus. They gave me virus, son.
Dang.
Oh yeah. Steve, this is a great idea. Oh, Kia, Freaky Friday, yeah.
I
He
won't be
said I
late for
won't be late for
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Hey, I'll be here early too. I got to do some research. I might, I might have to do a lot of research tomorrow for this one, guys. We'll see. We'll see which. Okay, do a prediction, Steve-O. What is the number one seller? What do you think is their top seller? If they, maybe they might disclose it.
Man, I have no clue, bro. This ain't my wheelhouse.
Nah,
I have no clue.
we got bras, we got panties, we got sleep, we got activewear, we got
Oh,
beauty,
I would think
lingerie.
I would think lingerie probably is their biggest seller. I would think.
I don't know, man.
Nah?
I think this the bra panty set is probably gonna be the winner.
Okay.
I think I'll put my money on the. I don't think people are rocking lingerie these days. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Uh, Bree
They
said
are.
panties. I think she agrees with you. So hold on. Are you saying bra? And because you're going two directions. You gotta pick one.
Wait.
What you
But
picking?
um, I don't know. I might have to go with the bra. I might have to go with the bra.
You have. I think we should do like a little wager. The loser has to do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking lingerie. You picking panties. Whoever
The
is right.
loser has to wear
We gotta
lingerie
think
on
about
Saturday.
something.
The loser has to wear lingerie on
Oh,
Saturday.
oh, dang, that's excessive. Oh Lord.
The loser has to
I
wear
don't think,
lingerie on the Saturday stream.
man. I don't think the viewers want to see us in a lingerie. That's not a pretty
Oh, I
sight,
know they
man. I
definitely
don't
want to
know.
see me in a lingerie.
Ah. Yeah, guys. If that's what y'all want us to do, you know what I mean? I'm trying to have AB lose, huh?
And we got
All
more
right.
viewers. Welcome. Everybody's coming in at the last minute. This happened to us yesterday too.
I know, bro. That's we 2 hours in. They come in.
Guys, we stream around about 7:30 Central. New viewers,
Yep.
welcome. Y'all stay tuned and do a playback and catch the stream. We appreciate y'all for logging in. We're gonna be right back at it tomorrow with Victoria's Secret. You know, Steve-O and I, we're gonna try to figure out the wager, but Steve-O's saying lingerie is their bestseller. I'm thinking bras is their bestseller. We gotta
No, you said panties, dog.
no, I said bras. We're gonna have to run the video.
Oh,
I
come
said bras. I said bras.
on.
I said
Ross
bras.
actually might be the winner. I don't know.
All right. So
I feel like you changed your mind. You might have
7:30
to rewind it.
Central. 7:30 Central, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us here for about 2 hours today. We appreciate it. Steve, any
Yeah, man.
last
Much
minute
love to
before
you
we
guys.
sign out?
Nah, man. Let's close this thing out. Much love to y'all, man.
Appreciate you guys. Much love. And this has been the chill stream with AB and Steve-O, guys. See y'all tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace. Peace. Peace.